Right, Thursday night smokes this week. Going for it, well, I'm finishing off a little bottle of Hine Antique XO Cognac. Felt like cognac for a change. So there you go, nice little measure there to finish that one off. Also, bottles are quite sweet. It's bloody cold, isn't it? Fuck me, it's freezing. So, I'm having a short smoke tonight to go with the cognac. But because it's cognac, I'm going Cuban again. Because I always think cognacs work best with Cubans if you're going to have cognacs. I've had this one recently. I'll put the name up. Well, I've put the name up on screen. Mainly because it's the only Cuban I got that this size. At the moment, I need to sort that out soonish. And I'm back with a V cutter. As the last time I did this, I did the Cuban cut. Now, cognac's an interesting one because it's obviously it's grape as opposed to corn and barley and all the other stuff that whiskey's normally done with. So it's a bit of a different taste on your palate. Do find it interesting that a lot of cigar smokers tend to go for the XO cognacs though. If you're going to go cognac, that's the one they normally go with. You can tell it's getting colder because even the flame on my lighter's short, where the lighter's cold. That cognac's got a lovely warm feeling to it. I think I need to get some brandy and a brandy warmer. It's that sort of time of year, I think. So anybody got any brandies they want to recommend me try? Drop a comment, let me know. That is a very, very light cigar. Cheers. So, whilst I'm enjoying this, I wanted to ask a question of everybody, really. Sol from the British Cigar Society gifted me a cigar to review. And I honestly don't know when to do it. Do I do this on a Thursday night smokes? Or do I do this on the podcast, the Tasting Hour podcast? It is a 2-hour smoke. That's the cigar. In fact, that's the box of the cigar. Let me open it. There we go. So this is a very unusual shaped cigar. It's a Maduro, so I'm really quite looking forward to that. But it is an odd shape. How do we open this box? How do we open this box? Oh, there we go. Right. So here we go. This is the egg. It's a Maduro. And it is I thought it was. It is a Drew Estate cigar. I quite like the Drew Estate cigars at the moment because I like Metallica's M81. That's a Drew Estate. There you go. One very odd shaped cigar. Apparently, the smoking time on this is 2 hours. I'm very intrigued. I think I'd have to straight cut that. I don't think I would risk putting a V cut through that. But yeah, so drop the comments. Tell me which one you want me to do it on. Do you want me to do it on the Tasting Hour podcast? In which case that would probably be January. Or a Thursday night smokes, in which case it might be before Christmas. Yeah, drop me a comment, let me know. And thanks to Sol at the British Cigar Society for gifting me that to try. I'm very intrigued and a little scared. If you know, you'll know, because it's a beast of a cigar. This, on the other hand, is a very light floral cigar, which does bring up an interesting point. If you're new to cigars, you have a tendency that you want to smoke everything. You do need to understand how your palate will work, though. For example, if I had that egg cigar, I wouldn't taste anything out of this at all. I'd pick up no flavor profile, nothing. You'd get the nicotine from it because, of course, it's a tobacco product, but you wouldn't get anything else. Whereas at the moment with this, I'm getting sort of a grassy sort of hay notes, very sweet. So it does actually really complement the cognac. In fact, actually, they both really enhance each other. In fact, they really do. It's a great mix. But if I had that one first, I wouldn't taste this. So you always want to go up in strength. You never want to, say, for example, you wouldn't have a Monty number 2 and then go for an Epicure number 2 because you wouldn't taste that Epicure. The Hoyo de Monterey is too light a cigar. So you do need to think about these things if you're on a night out and you're taking several cigars with you. Plan your smokes accordingly. Little things in life, you know. There is something to be said for a bloody nice Cuban smoke, though. I've smoked a lot of New Worlds lately, mainly because they're cheaper, to be honest. I do like my Cubans. I am still a Cuban snob, but their production isn't up to it at the moment. It needs time, and they are not giving it time, which is a shame. So yeah, there you go. That's Thursday Night Smokes this week. I don't think there's much else to talk about. Go check out the podcast. I'm going to bang on about this an awful lot. I'm looking forward to, do that again. Check out the podcast. Currently on YouTube and Spotify. I've almost finished editing this month's podcast. Just got to do the 101 that's in it, and then I can export that and it's done. Shooting next month, so December's, which will be the 19th of December, because it's going to be earlier to get out for Christmas for you guys. I'm doing the interview for that next Thursday. That should be a good little interview, I think. I'm quite looking forward to that. And then I'm shooting another interview on the Saturday for January. That one I think is very important. I'll tell you more about it at the time of filming it. And I think we're shooting December's episode on that following Sunday, which is the 30th. So things are quite busy again at the moment. So it's really important that everybody takes their time to stop, chill and relax and go find a cigar, go find a whiskey, or in this case, a cognac, and relax. And I shall catch you all on the next video.